Hi guys, welcome back to another new video. So basically this will be very short and quick tutorial for all of you. So in this video I'm going to show you how I optimize my images. So basically when I create client projects or when I work any kind of websites projects, how I optimize the images. So it's very important questions, right? I have seen many of freelancer and many of my friends and my students, they uploaded image directly inside WordPress dashboard, which is not a good practice at all. So before uploading any image in WordPress websites, I manually optimize all the images. So today I'm going to show you how I optimize them and what is the best way, and I used every single day for my client projects. So let's jump into my computer. So let's download an image that is like bigger versions or a higher resolution image. Basically I'm going to navigate to pixels. From here I'm going to download an image that has higher resolution. So let's download an image from pixels. I want something like 19 by 1080, 1920 by 1080 sizes, but all of them are video. Why? This one is an image, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to click on download, and as you can see there is the original size, and I'm going to download the original size from here. Let's select download the selected size, which is the original download. Now as you can see the image size is displaying 2.5 megabytes, and I have seen many of my clients, they directly upload these big size images inside their WordPress website. So technically when we create a website, we generally use 1920 by 1080, and most of the sections, if you take a look at the websites, around 1400 pixels wide. So it's really not necessary to use an image more than 1920 by 1080 pixels. So 1920 by 1080, which is a standard size. But in some cases, let's say you are working in column, so you have 3 different columns and you want to divide 1200 pixel wide into 4 columns. So you have to use 600 pixel wide for each and every single image in that column. So just an example, you do not have to use exact size like the column sizes, but I'm just sharing with you the scenario here. Now to optimize the image, I'm navigating to the free tools called Photopea. So there are several websites I have used that previously, but that doesn't give me always to choose the image quality, to choose the image sizes. It just optimizes automatically. Honestly, I really do not like the automatic versions, and that's why I always try to use the manual process. From here just drag and drop it the image. Okay, and now click file and then export, and take a look at here. This is very important. There are several formats that you can export your existing image. So you can take PNG, JPEG or WebP. If you want to use websites, then it's highly recommended to use the WebP versions here. So when I select the WebP, it also reduces the size of that image rather than the JPG format, and at the same time it keeps the quality sharp and perfect. Let's choose WebP format, and when I select WebP format, as you can see the width is 5779 pixel. It's really not necessary. So let's reduce the width to 1920 and click anywhere here, and it will optimize or adjust the height based on aspect ratio of the existing image. And as you can see the image size is 516 kilobytes. It was previously 2.5 megabytes. Now it's 516 kilobytes. Now here you can see there is another option called quality. You can drop the quality a little bit, and you can drop until it looks blurry in your eyes. So right now you can zoom in, you can just roll over your mouse wheel, and you can see here you can zoom in, zoom out using your mouse wheel, and then you can adjust the quality. Let's see this person, if I add 100%, still it looks a little bit of blurry here, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter here if it looks blurry, because the image is, no one gonna zoom in, zoom out. But it depends, like based on images you can optimize it. If you're using this kind of image as a background image, then 1920, which is suitable. But if you're using inside column, not background image, like image block, then it should be 700 or 800 pixel. So let's make it 900 pixel here and hit enter. So as you can see, it's now 81 kilobytes. So after you're getting your satisfactory results here, and if you're satisfied with the results optimization here, just click save and use that image. That's it. And this is very simple, straightforward process. And if you're using transparent image, make sure you're using WebP format or PNG. So WebP also works for the transparent image as well. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please hit the subscribe button. There will be more video coming soon. Thanks for watching.